Hello everyone, this is Lindsay and welcome back to my channel. Today is all about junk journal supplies. So today we are going to have a wide range of supplies available for purchase in the website, as well as several ephemera folders made by Vicki that you're going to be so excited to grab. You may want to pause the video right now, head over to the shop and see if there's any left, because I think these are going to go extremely quickly. We will wrap up the video with flipping through two July challenge journals in a hot air balloon theme at the end. So let's get right into this. So Vicki sent supplies. I have supplies. There's some supplies from Above Par Crafts as well. So there is a bunch of goodies. We're going to start here. This is from Vicki. This says 6 hidden paper clips. So I think she just made a lovely pouch, and then these are paper clips. This is the 6th one that closes it. So they're hidden inside, as you can see, that just there's a paper clip inside and you can slip it on. So these are excellent additions to junk journals. It's just a new way, another way to have a paper clip without showing the metal and showing a pretty pattern paper. So there's a couple of sets of those. You will get a random set of, I believe these are all, yep, these are all hidden paper clips. So you will get, there's 3 available of those. Finding room for these is going to be fun. All right, let's just put them over there. Okay. Vicki also sent these little dangles that she made. So there's a couple of sets of little dangles. It looks like macrame and beads. This has a vintage Mount Fuji slide on it. These are so lovely for hanging onto journals. So it looks like sets of 5. If the colors are different, I'll probably list the different sets separately. If they're all pretty similar, I'll just do random. So let's take a look. Yeah, because see, this one's blues. How pretty is that? There's a whole set of those. You can see the pictures over in the Marketplace Supplies section. And the description box is where you'll find the link. She also has, let's see what we have here. This one is eclectic, just all different colors and beads. Kind of boho maybe. And then it looks like we have a purple set. Really pretty. And then it looks like we have a reddish set. So there's a few sets of these. Oh, who sent me this? Oh, that went with that. Okay. So she's used, okay, we're on Vicki still. She's used some of these on her ephemera folders to show you what you can do. Or, of course, since these are ephemera holders and journal supply holders, you can unclip these from the binder clip and use them in your journal. So what she's done here is this looks like a book, okay? It looks like a journal, but when you open it up, you will see that it is a vintage stamp ephemera book. So she has book pages, there's pockets, there's all sorts of goodies in here. There's papers, there's playing cards tucked in. So all these pages have pockets, and then it looks like they are paper bags. So there's some of them have things tucked in the top, like journal cards and old papers. And she's giving you an example of what you can store in here. So since these are slightly smaller than the ones she did before, while they still are a decent price point, they're much cheaper than the big ones. So this allows perhaps more people to purchase it. But there are some gorgeous items in here. Papers, journal cards. She's done tabs and vintage stamps, photo corners, file folder. There's more stuff tucked in the top. Journal cards, papers, and then of course this you keep by your crafting desk. It looks really pretty, and you can stuff your own items in there as you use it. I adore ephemera folders and little boxes to store ephemera in, and so I love what she's done here. Isn't that gorgeous? So pretty, and that's just on a binder clip. So this one is available as well. And here is another one. Look at how pretty. So these are going to be in the supplies section because they actually are supplies. But I love this fabric. And if you look closely, you'll see that she used like stickles or Nuvo drops or something just on the front to give this shimmery polka dot look. Hopefully my lights are showing up. 2 flowers. There's a tassel. And it opens like the other one. This is called Lime and Aqua. And again, they're bags at the top. I'm not going to show you what they're all stuffed with, but you're going to get paper cutoffs, flat backs, all sorts of goodies, laces. There's pockets, die cuts tucked in, all sorts of things, page flags. And then, of course, you can fill this book up. She's just tucked in like one little die cut dress here, but you can tuck in journal cards and things like that. She's included 2 macrame dangles here that you can use. And then this is a little folder for storing die cuts and other things. And then you could tuck things on the side as well. The colors on this are gorgeous. It's covered in upholstery fabric. Really pretty. Can you imagine having several of these all lined up by your crafting area? Ugh, love the idea. So she's made quite a few. We're going to get to look at more. Here is a bright green one. It has a gorgeous rhinestones on the front. Green lace. And then this opens. This is called Green Day. And she mentions it's refillable. Whoops. Some of these rhinestones do not want to cooperate, but of course you can just glue them down. Of course, these are all top-loading bags again, and there's all sorts of things in the top that I'm not going to pull out. I'm just letting you know they're there. There's doilies, papers, ephemera pockets, all sorts of goodies that you can play with. And remember, they're top loading as well. There's book pages and other things in there. And this lace is actually not attached. So, and there is a little clipped on mini doily. So I'm trying to figure out here which way that goes. Let me just unclip that for a sec. So of course, everything in this is reusable the way you want it to be. That's the purpose of these folders. She just clipped this onto the front lace, and you can use it on the cover of a journal or something. That's why it is clipped. All right, let's get it all back on there. That is a green one. Next, look at this one. Here's some of those macrame. Look at the little elephant on there. Isn't that pretty? Some doilies on the front. Of course, you can replace the tie if you prefer lace, or just leave it open without the tie, so it's easier to get in and out of. This is called Pretty Pinks. It's expandable, refillable. Again, all these top pockets have goodies in here. There's vintage pages. Here's some pink lace. So you'll get to look all through that. I'll just do a quick flip through. Look at that glitter paper. So you can see, get a little hanky there. So these are not as stuffed as the big ones. That's so it is more affordable. And you may not have a huge crafting area, and you may be able to fit 1 or 2 of these, but you wouldn't be able to fit a gigantic one. I know she'll make more gigantic ones in the future, but it's nice to see all different sizes. Look at the fabric on this one. And you get 3 macrame dangles there. Beautiful trim. I love that fabric. Oh, wow. Look at how cool this one is. All right. Okay, that is just a sticky, like removable sticky. I think this was supposed to be there. So you could remove it and use it on a journal cover. Now this, look at that. It has binder rings. So this flips down, and then there's pockets that open. Expandable bags. They're magnetic, so they stay together. Okay. Lots of things in there. And you can add pockets or clip things on, like how she's added a tuck spot and then tucked things in. There's doilies in there. It's hard to keep this in frame. There's so much to look at. She's made all sorts of goodies, and there's envelopes and journal cards. There's some napkins in here for decoupage. And of course, they are reusable, and you can use this over and over and over again. Very pretty. This would really pop by your craft desk. There's a color for everyone here, it seems. All right, so then there's this one. Gorgeous. 3 dangles. This is fabric covered. Coral and cream. And again, all top filled bags. So many goodies in the top. And it's going to be a similar layout. It's expandable. You can stuff those bags. You can stuff these pockets. And there is a, there we go. That flips all the way open there. There's some die cuts there as well. Really pretty colors. You get a lot with these. They're really sturdy too, so they should hold up. And then the last one she made is this one. How cute is that with the denim? You get 3 dangles there. Denim and lace. Again, all top loading. I see lace. I see rhinestones, doilies. These are close to a 6x9 size. There's a fairy pen in this one. All sorts of goodies. And then top loading pockets as well. So how amazing that she sent these to us. So they're all in the marketplace supplies section. Okay, we're going to look at a couple of goodies from Above Par Crafts. So these are meals in minutes. I'm actually going to open these bags. I'm pretty sure they're vintage. These are something funny that these were never opened. Let me see. These are from Canada. Is there a date? 1998. And there's groups here. I'll probably sell them in groups, but there's delicious desserts, tasty potatoes, poultry dishes. We split all those up so that you can pick the ones you want. There's best of beef, another delicious desserts, and another delicious desserts. Really neat. And those are 1998. So these are in Marketplace Supplies. These are from Above Par Crafts. And then she has a couple of books for us too. This is the Victorian Book of Days. I think I may have sold this one here before. Beautiful book. Maybe I own it. I don't remember, but I think I've seen it before. Gorgeous images. All of these like undated calendar pages, so you could actually use it or you could use the pages. And it is from the 80s, 84. So there's this one in the Marketplace Supplies. And then she also sent Childcraft number 8, About Us. And this is in 85. It's the year I was born. And it's just one of the Childcraft books with all sorts of illustrations. And this is all about like people and humans and things like that. So those are Above Par Crafts. Now I have several supplies. Let's get into them. I was inspired by Yvette to create these. They're not what she created, but we're inspired by her. She made botanical hang tags. These are hang tags. They're not as heavy as hers. They're not really using the upholstery fabric, but they're still a similar idea. So there's a bulb pin. This one has like fabric. They all have a sheer pink lace, and they all have one of these like domino images from Antique Papery. And then here I've altered this button. It is a textured glitter button, and I have some of these for sale I'll show in a minute. Anyway, look, each dangle is slightly different. Some of them have ribbons and wallpaper. This one has a butterfly charm. This one has a bow button. This one has a flower button. This one has a key charm. They all kind of coordinate. There's some hand-painted paper on this one. This one has a pink button with fabric. This one has a pink bow. And this one has a altered textured button as well. So there's a whole set of these dangles that I made. I also made, these were fun. So these are pockets or tuck spots, I guess tuck spots. So it's a wallpaper base. I hope you can see this okay. It is stitched on two sides. So you would glue over the stitching to put it in the corner of a book page. So if this was your book page right here, then you would glue it in the corner here and here, and you would be able to tuck items in like that. So it is wallpaper, then it is stitched, and then I made up a glue and water solution and painted on glitter. I want to thank Vicki for sending me a whole bunch of glitter. It is so appreciated. I love, I've been using it. You'll be able to see that, but this is a blue glitter. And then these are ribbon flowers. They are adhesive ribbon flowers I got in some Happy Mail. A little bit of blue ribbon in the back. And then I painted these with hickory smoke distress stain, and then that same glue and glitter I painted on there. And there are 4 of them. So they're glittery, and they're perfect to stick in like the front of a journal or throughout a journal. There's just a set of 4. I've been playing with a lot of mixed media elements and enjoying that. I created this as well. So this is just a pouch. It is hand-painted paper, so it's a black hand-painted paper. This is texture paste and glitter on the front. And then inside, these are ephemera from my ephemera pack called Kitty and Me. You can get on my site. But instead of inking the edges, I did a mixed media effect, and I used black paint and then like the pink glitter, a little bit of glue paint too, and gesso. And so you see little bits of pink glitter, and then the back black like paintbrush effect all the way around them. So I thought that looked really cool, and it was fun, and it was different than just using ink. I thought it added a different effect. So they store in that pouch. And then this is hand painted paper ribbons. So these are black hand painted, and then there's pink glitter on them. They're little. They're just little scraps. So there's 6 of them, but I thought they would be pretty throughout a journal. And then these are my textured glittered buttons. So I just took boring buttons, and then I used white gesso, and I used pink glitter, and then they are pre-sewn. So all you have to do is glue them on a page, and they look like they've been sewn on. I love the kind of chunky texture and the glitter of them. There's 10 of them, pre-sewn, ready to go in a journal. I love the effect. I've already used some like that. Then I've got some vintage items. So these are 1960s, and they're little snarky sayings. Are you helping out? Are you helping out, or are you part of the problem? Please stop talking while I interrupt. Old bookkeepers never die. They just lose their balance. Kick me. Don't follow me. I'm lost. So they're just from the 1960s. They're little snarky sayings from the 60s. I sourced a whole bunch of vintage goodies, and I'm just sharing them. This is a vintage bridge. I don't know if there's a date on it. It's just a score pad, and some of the score pad has been used, but there's still quite a few pages, and then that kitty, and this is textured on the front. This is vintage stationery, you know, like the kind you fold up and then you add a stamp to. I don't know the year on it, but there's several in here, and it's a nature themed. I have a whole bunch of Tommy Williams pipe and steel receipts. These are 3-part. They're great for journals and mixed media and all of that, so I have a lot of that. These are vintage pages from a book on building. So there's how to build dog houses. It's construction and repair. There's room dividers, panel doors, different kinds of desks, colonial writing desk. So anyway, a whole bunch of these really cool pages. I have an Armed Forces Song Folio from 1958. Sleigh Ride in July. He's got the whole world in his hands. Cupid Doll, Return to Me. All sorts of this is a 1950s. So I have that. I have a vintage holiday Barbie 1996 coloring book. I thought this would be really cute in either little girl journals or in makeup journals or in fashion journals. But this is a 96. This is a United States map coloring book from 1960. Some of it is used, but I think that's really charming to use in journals. All sorts of beautiful 1960s there. That's a big book. I have a vintage Santa's Big Surprise coloring book. And this is from, let's see, 1979. I have, this one's cute for a boys journal. This is a 1980s GoBots, Mighty Robots coloring book. Vintage for sure. Another vintage Barbie coloring book. This is from 95. Really cute. I have the Housewife's Yearbook of Health and Homemaking. This is from 1937. It is precious. Look at the ads, the kind of like the almanac in there, answers and questions, all sorts of stuff. So it's a yearbook of health and homemaking. This is a 1947, This Week in the Nation's Capital, and it's Washington, D.C., but look at all of these ads. This is from the 40s. It's like a travel, what's going on this week in the 40s in Washington, D.C. I have 3 Fun and Learn, Santa's Fun and Learn. So this is great for Christmas journals coming up. Some of the pages are used. Most of them are not. 1971. I have 3 of those available. I have a vintage Cinderella coloring book. And this is from 1965. So it's quite old. But how beautiful would that be? I have these vintage CocaCola. These are 1969. I have spring 1969 and autumn 1966. They're little CocaCola ad books. And there's just a whole bunch of ads and ideas, I guess. Pause for Living by Coca-Cola. So I have 2 different ones of those. I have a vintage comic book, Captain Gallant of the Foreign Legion. And this is old. This is 1950s, I believe. I know I saw a date on here. Have to find it again, but it's 1950s. But old cartoon. Be really fun in a vintage journal. Those colors are really cool. 1955. Then I have Volume 2 and Volume 3 of the Treble Trios. This is a vintage religious music book from 1952. I think this one is 1952 as well. Let me see, I don't know. I'm guessing it's the same since it's 1950s for sure. These are giant coloring books. These are huge. They're 11 by 14. This is Ghosts, Ghosts, and More Ghosts. So this would be great for your Halloween journals coming up. They're huge. So much fun. So much you could do with this. Even maybe covering a cover. I have 2 of the Ghosts, Ghosts, and More Ghosts. And these are from can't figure this out. I know I can. So that is 19. Wow, why can't I figure that out? I will figure that out and put it down, but my brain just drew a blank. Right? That is 19. All right, I will look it up. And then I have Goblins, Elves, and Pixies. And that is the same size. It's giant. And again, that is, I think it's 1990. But I will look that up and double check because my brain is not converting Roman numerals very well today. So that's everything I have today. I know it's a whole lot of goodies, a whole lot of supplies. Oh wait, no, that's not everything. We forgot our 2 July challenge journals that we're going to flip through, that we're adding to the marketplace. And so in July, my artists, they worked with my kit called Full of Hot Air, which is a hot air balloon. And then there were some roses, paper packs, and things that they were dealing with as well and using. So these are gorgeous. I mean, this cover, somehow she made it boho. Isn't that a beautiful and very well made? This is by Linda Sanchez. And Linda, if you're watching this, I just shipped out your print order like we discussed. But this is a July challenge journal. You can also get in on the August and September journals by heading over to my Facebook, getting all the information you need from the pinned posts. So Linda made, this is my rose quotes paper that we used with it. She also used boho beauty. I love how she made it kind of bohemian, because I wouldn't have thought to do that, but it looks really great. Little snippets. And Linda sent me a little thank you pack that has a whole bunch of little ribbons and boho snippets. So I was super excited to get that. Thank you so much, Linda. I will put that by my crafting desk and use it. I love just little scrappy snippets that you guys send, just little extras that you've cut off. I like to keep them by my desk and use them in my journals. So thank you for that. What a beautiful, beautiful journal she made here. So we have the gorgeous hot air balloon. I love the boho beauty added in there. This is Full of Hot Air. Rose quotes. You can get those in my shop. Really pretty. And these are the button labeled botanicals. So this one's for sale in the marketplace. It's one signature, but it is a really nicely made one. She made this one as well. We travel the world over to find the beautiful Ralph Waldo Emerson. One of my favorite people to get quotes from is Emerson. I love his quotes. Isn't this beautiful? So pretty what she did. Little flips. This is from Full of Hot Air. She's used some of the ephemera. Pages. I love how this kit came out. Inspired by vintage, the scientists and the vintage hot air balloons. And then of course, also just doing it for pleasure. Someday maybe I would love to ride in a hot air balloon. It's kind of on my bucket list. How pretty. You put it together so lovely. So thank you so much for those journals. They are gorgeous. I hope I see all of you tomorrow for another video. We're going to have some more amazing marketplace journals and probably a couple more supplies. We will see how that goes. I will see all of you later. Thank you so much for watching.